It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Rams and the Raiders on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And some space here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. A give, running right is Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. From the 5-yard line, with this opening drive yield 6. This is third and goal. And this is caught by Allen for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now Jones. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And the Rams at 4-8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Abdullah to return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. A beautiful fake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught inside the 5.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
46 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Yeah, boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Akers is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Akers again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Chubb will get the call running left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 76 yards and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Off play action. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have the flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum, because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert Throw right side going to be caught by Waller.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The throw taken in by Cole.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second down and 4.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Able to slither by. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchenna and Rosu got the sack there. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this is caught by Allen for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. L.A. readies for its next possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Jones now from the gun on third down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second down, here's Chubb again. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones to throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Herbert's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38, Herbert. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to throw. Herbert, this is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, Based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Finds his tight end Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw again.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. From the 30 on second down, Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection and line better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. The open man here, Renfrow. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Herbert throwing again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. And then finally, we finish off Week 14 in the desert. It's the Patriots and Cardinals from Glendale. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now Jones.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Jones.
Claypool with another catch.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Chubb. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Chubb.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Herbert on 1st down now.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
We pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Herbert now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Hunter Renfrow leading the Raiders offense back out onto the field again.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. From the 31, Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Renfrow. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Again, Herbert.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Herbert. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a carry for Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Terrace Marshall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And the Raiders have got him.
Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort, keep trying to keep your quarterback upright, and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Davis. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jones now on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones is going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Davis. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Another run here with Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Jones on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
Throwing Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Rams get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Another run with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile for L.A., any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.